So this Eternal Evolution video is going to be a Masrani summoning event, and then with the copies of Masrani I get, I'm going to go grab a few extra copies of Masrani. Then we're going to chuck some gene hybrids on him, see how high we can get him up onto day one, and yeah, it should be pretty cool. So the reason we're summoning on Masrani is he's one of the two characters early on in the game that you can almost guarantee getting to Immortal in that week. That's because you get him on a summoning banner. He's a well worthwhile champion. But you also get a couple of events that have popped up now and a couple of events that pop up throughout the week. So what we've got now, actually this is having a bit of a fit. All right, so we've got the Hero Evolution event. So once we get far enough along in Masrani's evolution, we'll get an extra copy of Masrani for free. That's what we're aiming for. The other part is the recruitment event. Once we get down to 500 summons, or not. Oh yeah. Let's get both of them. Yeah, once we get to 500 summons, we'll be getting ourselves... Oh yeah, it flipped around. That was the other way a second ago. Yeah, we'll be scoring a free copy of Masrani. We're picking up a bit of stuff on the way through. Another copy of Serene is nice. So yeah, that's what we're... the reason we're waiting until now. But also, Masrani is the #1 healer in the game still, from what I understand. So very good champ to summon. And you get a few free copies. And then I think in 2 days there'll be an Astral Order event that opens up, which will be another free copy of Masrani. So this is the week. So let's get into it and let's start powering up Masrani straight after. So we've got 103 summons. They're all going to go in here. Then we're going to pull the advanced as well. And while we're doing this, I'm just going to explain why Masrani is so good. So Masrani is awesome because... backline, obviously just a really good healer to have, but also a really good tank if needed, because it can he or she can self-heal while she's in the mix of things. Now this should be my Masrani coming up now for pity, straight off the bat. So cool. Fortunately, we only got one copy. We are kind of hoping for, I think I need 2 copies at least. So yeah, hopefully we'll see one more copy of Masrani, if not 2. But getting pretty unlucky. Very unlucky. 100 summons, 1 copy. Terrible. But we'll have the gene hybrids to get us through as well, so it shouldn't be too bad. But if I do manage to get an Immortal Masrani, you can see that I've done it with the worst possible luck. Alright, we'll go through here. What are we going for on this lot? Yeah, 1 more copy of Botmark and Taylor each, and then we can swap them out for someone else, which would be Kalaza and no one. I might just keep leveling up Taylor, I think. No one else really worth it. There's no point really going for champs just for the sake of it. It'd be better off getting like a Taylor Immortal +5 than it would be to get someone else. So yeah, we'll just keep getting Taylor. And but Kalaza does actually come into play, so yeah, that's who we're going for. Once we get Soriata to Immortal, she'll get dropped out. Senway will actually keep building past as well. Alright, 150 cards here. Actually, oh there we go, 1 wish list. I haven't actually got any Anarudas yet, and this is my 2nd summoning event. Double Senway, wow. Triple Senway, what? Wow, okay, that's pretty wild. Wouldn't mind getting some other heroes. Oh my god, what is going on? Okay, that's top tier, that's good. I should really pull Senway out now, actually, because that was an insane number of Senways. It's like an Immortal +1 now. Man. Oh, okay. Better go fix that. Man, I've had, apart from Senway, I've had a horrendous... Oh, actually, no, I've had really good luck. A double Serena in this is awesome. Alright, cool. Cool. Now we'll jump into exchange. Really? Or... yeah, definitely worth it. Don't really need to worry about Kalaza just yet. Yeah, I might save the rest because I wouldn't mind getting another copy of Serena or even possibly Botmark. And just none of these champs are worth it. Not early game. When I'm struggling, or when I've got plenty of champs, sorry, then it's worth kind of just like leveling up others for the sake of it, but not for that. Right, most important thing to do. The only thing I spend these on is for gene hybrids. So that'll pick up that one. Get it from the other shop as well. Cool. All right, stacked up in a few gene hybrids. One copy of Masrani. Actually, this will be another copy of Serena here too, I think. Yeah. Alright, what do we need? We've got 250 out of 500, so we're halfway there. We still got one more Ancient Altar, and then the Astral event should give me a ton of cards as well. So that should be alright. Alright, let's go get Masrani done. Obviously making sure that you're only using the gene hybrids on Masrani when you're trying to get a copy of himself. That would be a huge mistake. Absolutely no fear on using gene hybrids on Masrani. Well worth it. Cool. Alright, sweet. Not bad. We'll just get a couple of other ones done while I'm here. Actually, 3 copies. Okay, cool. I've got an Immortal Serena now, which is top tier. See, Masrani and Serena sitting in the front line. Epic combo. I don't understand why the smart one doesn't actually get... Maybe it makes sure you have a few of these ones left before it starts turning the other food into the second level food. Don't really know. Cool. Alright, that's a huge upgrade. Just got to be careful using food in here because I obviously need to make sure that I have more for Masrani. Taylor, we now have an Immortal. Should be a huge upgrade. Senway. Just unstoppable, is that? Yeah. Honestly, never seen so many copies of Senway, of a character back to back. Unfortunately, I'm one short of him, but oh well. Alright, cool. That'll do that. Go collect our Hero Evolution. Oh, there's another 5 cards. I don't think that's enough for another 10. Oh, we already got a copy of Masrani. Alright, good. Well, that's another 2 levels we get to put into Masrani now. Oh. Do we have... no. Alright, Alright, so 3 more copies of Masrani is what I need. So I think I need to pull 1 more. I think I need to pull 2 more, actually, to be able to get him immortal. Which is unlucky that I've gone through 100 and gotten 1 copy. But oh well. See how we go. But you can see it's well worth the rewards even just alone. Like, it's huge. So I'll still be able to collect through these. Actually, I do have... Open that while I'm here. Actually, I'm struggling for, like, good gear still. 1, you're kidding me. I was hoping to get 2 so I could do another 10x pull. It's depressing. Alright. I think that is everything that we need to do. Now let's go have a quick look at Masrani and see why Masrani is so important. Oh wait. I've actually been a bit lazy with Inherit and I realised that there's a lot of characters I haven't even chucked in here yet. But I mean, there's no point. You really need to focus getting characters to sort of, well, at least the sort of crystal level, I don't know what that's called, before they're even worth using. But realistically, as soon as you get into like week 3 and definitely week 4, all you're looking for is immortal characters, unless you got a freakishly good one. Right, actually, was there any more? These. Yeah, it's definitely waiting out. 1. Alright. Having a look at Masrani. So, oh yeah, and he's worth EX30ing straight away as well. So before we do that, we'll go through his info. So his ultimate first, sorry. So significantly heals allies within a range. So he's got like a small 2 meter range, I think it is, and just does a massive heal on them. Anyone that's in that circle. So he places that circle on the ground. And later on you can unlock it or increase the duration, increase the size. Yeah, so these 2 here. So heals allied heroes and then increases their attack. So that's really good for your hunter characters and your summoners definitely as well. Well, I mean, and energy. So very good to buff the team. When entering battle, grants a shield to 2 users. This can be cast every 12 seconds. So I think it's the 2 rear heroes. Yeah, from memory, because it's been a while since I've actually had Masrani. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the rear 2 characters on the map. And then when the user heals an ally, increases their damage reduction. So really good to heal your frontline tanks as well. So especially if Masrani, you got him in damage reduction gear, and Serena, healing the front line, increasing the damage reduction. As they're getting hit, they're obviously increasing their limit breaks up, like building back up their limits, and then just doing some massive healing. So really good front combo team, those 2. The equipment that you want to be putting on is pretty self-explanatory. If you want to chuck him in the front line as a tank, you need damage reduction boots. And then, yeah, basically everything else is as much HP percentage as possible in Radiant gear. Or, if you have it, the Abundant gear, which gives you an extra 35% heal. So, yeah, the sort of substats you're looking for is HP percentage only, really, and damage reduction are your 2 best ones. So with a piece of gear like that, Abundant, absolutely no HP rolls on it. Not even going to go any further than that. That had 1 piece of damage reduction. It's the only reason I would have kept that. NIM early game. So that can go on for now. I will be pulling gear off Serena once this guy gets up to Immortal. But for now... See, I'd keep these... Yeah, so they didn't even get a HP roll, but if I need them... Chuck them on just so I don't lose them for a second. So damage reduction, because he probably will be my frontline tank. Oh, perfect. I just picked that piece up. That is insane. The only other piece I'd want is damage reduction here. But that is a max piece straight away. probably alright for Leo if I'm getting him in a half tank, half attack build. So Serena's one, not that great either. Alright, just looks like I got that one to get the abundant going. Now I just need HP gloves. I don't have anything for that, but that will be the best piece there. Cool. Alright, so that's pretty much how you want to build him out. I think it's a him. Now, for your exclusive, yeah, Daniel will be your priority. But Masrani will be your second character, most likely, that you'd want to be getting up to EX30. See, because you can look at this down here. Possibly even better doing Masrani first. But I've already started Daniel, so you want to start one, finish, then start the next one. But the duration of ultimate skill regen is extended and the healing is doubled is massive. Oh, I can't even get that high yet. Alright, cool. Alright, and we're at Daniel. Cool. Alright. Oh wait, and we got to do Masrani's talents as well. So for the next 4 seconds, healed allies will continue to heal by 0.5. There's also a prototype that works really well with that. It's one of the epic ones or the red ones. And it just increases the amount of healing that you get passively. When casting a common skill to debuff your allies or debuff the enemy, or to buff your allies or debuff the enemy, so he does a lot of buffing of the allies, gain 50 energy. So he'll be able to keep his energy up quite regularly. The only one of these stats you really want is HP for him. Attack bonus increased by 5% and the duration increased by 3%. So that's for your allies that he's buffing whenever they get healed. After performing a basic attack, immediately reduce the remaining cooldown of all automatic skills by 10%. So yeah, it's going to cycle through his skills more regularly with that. I will come back and max that out in a sec. Just want to get through these first, which I can't. When participating in killing an enemy, gain 25 energy. So yeah, again, more cycling through skills. Just get rid of someone. I actually don't like Sorietta that much. I've never really given her a good chance. When the shield is broken, the allies it applies a debuff to enemies that reduce their attack by 25% for 3 seconds. So again, he's going to drop a shield on Leo, and Leo already gets shields, so there's going to be so many shields going out with stuns and decreased attacks now. So really handy to have on the team. And what I'm short of is damage reduction lasts for 2 seconds longer, and after casting the ultimate skill, immediately reduce the remaining cooldown of all spells by 20%. So yeah, he just cycles through his spells so quickly by the end. So we're going to chuck Masrani into the team with my Disa Caves. So I've been struggling, haven't been able to do it yet. If I can actually get lucky, I might even get this, but I doubt it. But what are we going to do? We're going to drop out Leo for this one. I'm going to chuck Masrani in because he's in my damage resist stuff. So what we're looking at is Daniel's going to get a bit of a buff. We've got Middle getting a bit of extra crit damage, which is good for these two. But yeah, between these two, hopefully they can keep my team alive, keep themselves alive, and hopefully there's enough damage here, and there should be enough hits here from the team to actually get the shield down as well. We no longer need to have this guy because we're not relying on the shield buff, so we can go and pick our strongest summoner for here. I might actually check, because I think I got one that I haven't leveled yet. Terrible. It's such bad luck with those ones. And even that's not great, but it's just the best that I have. So Middle and Hunter there. However, I do want to drop this guy back Because I know there's a bit of a trick with Masrani's shield that he drops on these two. Actually, it's not the shield that I'm worried about, it's the attack buff. So yeah, I think I need to have Taylor back here to get that shield buff. And this, we can drop that. Chuck this on. That should give us our best chance of finishing this boss off. So I'm not sure if Masrani is going to be able to tank enough yet. But the healing between the two of them should be pretty strong. Save Serena's heal for when I need it. But Masrani, he gets the he gives the attack buff whenever he heals someone. So yeah, you want to keep dropping Masrani's one. To be honest, actually, predominantly on Daniel, and he summons. Yeah, so this is going to be quite easy by the looks of it. And you see the difference. Like, I mean, Masrani's not a mortal. It's obviously quite high up there already, especially for so early on. But yeah, this is quite a breeze. Just going to hold off and get the summon in there. So I think I'm going to get the extra 2 limited, which means I'll get... Oh, maybe not. Just missed out. All right, close. I can go. I went from nowhere near being able to do that to getting that, which is pretty good. Terrible gear. All right, I'm not going to try that yet. All right, we'll just drop Masrani to this team. I can already do this one. This is just going to increase how easy it is. I wasn't even running heal in this one. But yeah, we'll chuck Daniel in the back because he's going to be the one that does the most damage. I don't know who does the second most damage. But we're running summoners, so we'll give that a go. It's pretty good. So I can already notice the difference in damage because I never used to have them down that low in health before. So this should be quite substantial. At this point, I used to have to drop the summon on the next pot of bad guys that show, but just to test out, we'll see if we're strong enough to actually just muscle our way through here. Okay, yeah, that's incredibly way more powerful. Alright, so that's making that a breeze as well. And that's solely because of... Oh, I finally got another one of these. I've been struggling to get him. But yeah, that's just because of Masrani's attack buff that he gives to 2 heroes. And I think he gives it to the 2 heroes with the top defense. Oh, see, that's going to be pretty good. Actually, I might just buy that now because that gives me another 2 of those. there's that as well. All right, cool. I'm gonna start stacking up. I mean, these are expensive, but they're good. But obviously, you're buying yourself a triple S for 12,000. Let's move over to. Actually, what are we doing? Where are we at? Perimeter. See how we go here. Actually, that should be an easy win now. So dropping Serena out, dropping Masrani in. Oh, you can't actually go to the back. Oh, maybe you can. We'll see. It's got to make sure that he can actually get his summon into the in range. Should be alright. I think that looks good. Let's have a go. Oh, is this an? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. That's right. See, the only reason that he's here and Leo's there is that I need Leo might struggle a little bit. We'll see how we go. Actually, want to use one of these on here. We're just trying to get the 2 limited tickets. Trying to see if we're strong enough here. So you see the attack buff actually. Just to pause that, the attack buff is that little blue circle, from what I understand. So it doesn't look like Taylor's actually got the attack buff on him. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's no problems there. Just got to figure out where I've got to drop Taylor now because I've changed the config around. That damage is quite through the roof, isn't it? Okay, that's way more powerful. Well, that was a piece of cake. Right, now we can go do another 10 pull on Masrani. What's the chances I get another one? Slim to none, but we'll see. That'll be up to 110 summons now. Oak. Devastating. Alright, let's see how far we can get through Terradome now. It's very triggered his immunity, which is okay, not great. So I might be able to pull Senway out. Oh. Put Serena in. Actually, one other thing. Just want to pull Daniel forwards because that should give him the buff and then hopefully just Daniel the buff for the attack. I gave the freaking that the buff. Okay, this looks like it's going to be much easier now. But we obviously are going to lose a little bit of damage out of this, so we just have to hope that we can still get the damage out. Definitely think damage is not an issue. Alright, so not a super fast time, but definitely not too bad either. Cool. Alright, getting a little bit further, and then let's see, for the fun of it, can we even do this? So already triggered his immunity, which is not good. A very bad sign. No. Alright, cool. Well, that is Masrani. Got me my fastest time in here. Got me through this stage as well, first go. And yeah, obviously still struggling on here, but that's more to do with Leo not being very well evolved. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll leave it at that. Masrani, top tier character, paired up with Daniel, paired up with Leo. Really good to get started. And yeah, you'll see you next couple of days. Hopefully I'll have an immortal Masrani. Cheers for tuning in. Bye.